This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Boilermakers will put total leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cardinals offense will go to work first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his...
Breaks into the open. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds a man in the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Newton. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Wants to throw again. It's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see him very often. You got to go goes so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. What a return that one was. 95 yards. He took it back for 6. He'll bring it back looking for help. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. And the Cardinals are facing 3rd and inches. Surging forward on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Floats it out in space. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Looking to fire. Going over the top. Hauls it in down the sideline. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. So Purdue's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Shoved back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They're setting up the screen. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Snagged in the middle. It's Shaw.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bringing the heat. Got him downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ball State.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Miami has the lead right now, but even here in the cradle of coaches, you just never know. This has been a tight one inside Yager Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Minnesota. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Poe. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Handoff from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back has it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Cardinals really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Got it in the middle. It's Ivory. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Swings it out to the flat. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. And the Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield, it's Yaw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The sure hands, it's Newton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Motion from the wideout. The snap sets up the throw. Gets it out quickly. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. And he won't be able to get it as the defense gets him down at the 1. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Well, he won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the 3-ball locks us up as we get closer to the half.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Out of the gun. The running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? He'll pull it on the read. He stopped just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Needed more to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
And the Cardinals will kick it away to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. On the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gets it out fast.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Cardinals will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Quarterback gets the 1st down. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Purdue! And that one will give him the lead.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got it down the middle. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. On the move. Got room to work. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Boilermakers are flying down the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Poe. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Looks as if he's going to run it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Oh, he's got some space. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Newton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
The Cardinals will punt this one away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll take it on the return. Makes a move. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Finding open areas. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Poe. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ball State takes over the football and the Cardinal offense headed out. They'll start this drive with a pass. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires to the big fella. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll move the tight end. Wants to fire on second down. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. He lost one down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! Fit it in the window for the score. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. And the Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. And you want that clock to run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Motion from the wide receiver. Now on the option. The give to the back. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Makes one man miss. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Boilermakers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.